Hello, 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 hello. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Welcome, 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 welcome. I hope everything is good, right? So, again, we are still in our learning process here, trying to get better. First of all, I want to confirm, please just confirm you're the only person here, Abdul Malik, thank you. Confirm if the audio is good because I'm going a different route in the audio right now. So just please confirm if the audio is good. Okay, you can't hear me. Okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Again, confirm if the audio is good, please. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Okay, thank you. Welcome. Let's get the house a little bit fuller, maybe one or two more people. But yeah, a lot happened. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. A lot happened in the football world over the last 24 hours. And funny enough, yesterday I was planning to do a live watch along of yesterday's game, but when I came from work, I just slept off. Like by the time I woke up, we were already in second half. I just felt the time that it takes to set up a stream and all of that stuff, you know, it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be difficult. So I just, you know, I just said no wahala then. And then I was even like really, really tired, so I couldn't even do a match review. So I just left it at that. But then it's so funny, right? Because coming after a game where we did very, very well, where we performed very, very well, coming after a game like that, you would expect that the conversation would be about how good the game was. And it turned out that it was not that. And it's just sad to say the least, like really, really sad to say the least. So yeah, and then a lot happened with Man United. Even as we're speaking, self, a lot is developing on that end. Like a lot is developing on the Man United end, right? And then we have Chelsea where they have a change of manager. They've announced their new manager, and I don't know if I'm sold on that manager. Like he just looks like someone that's going to fail from the get go. So yeah, all of that, and then I think Algeria managed to squeeze a win today. So that means that Nigeria are playing Algeria in the quarterfinals. Algeria are one of the favorites in this tournament for a reason, and we'll see, Sha. We'll see, we'll see. I know I've not really been covering AFCON, but I think from the quarterfinals, it's going to be serious enough for me to. They'll have to cover it, really. They'll have to cover it. Elsewhere, Egypt won yesterday. I think Morocco are currently playing. But yeah, all in all, AFCON is now building up. And one thing, yeah, last minute goal, Algeria, yeah, last minute goal. I was thinking that they were going to go to pens. Like, I was genuinely thinking that they were going to go to pens. So I am surprised that the match finished that way. Anyways, that's that with Algeria, really. That's that with Algeria. Omo. Hello, welcome, Mr. Prosper Gaming. Welcome. This is just like going to be like a gist thing. First of all, you guys should please just help me and like the video is going to help me in the algorithm. It's just going to be like a gist. We'll just like have football talk for maybe 1.5 hours, 2 hours, and we call it a day. So that's basically what today's going to be. You are free to ask any questions, any place in which any conversation that you want me to have or anything you want to have my opinion on. You are free to ask them today. Just going to be like a gist thing. We're not watching any games. We are just ball talk, really. That's why I titled it. That's why I titled it football talk, essentially, because that's essentially what it is. So yeah, yeah. Yeah, I can see we are kind of getting more. Three people now in the house. Come on, run up the likes, run the likes, run the likes. Potential manager for Man United. Well, potential manager for Man United. I think reports are saying Fletcher is going to take reign for the interim for now. Why they are looking for United under Ineos are very very funny, right? So they are looking for a manager that is going to be like a long term interim thingy where it's going to be an interim manager at the end of the season. Then they can now focus and get their their preferred pick by summer. But yeah, Osimhen issue is probably like the biggest talking point today, and we're going to get to that. But he asked me a question. So I know that they are looking at social. Social has already arrived at Manchester, so I think that's going to happen. I don't know about how social is going to be second time around. I don't think it's going to be good anyways. But hey, with United, it's just a circus. Ten Hag. Mm, nah. I know Amorim was really bad, right? But Ten Hag was horrible as well. He was. He was horrible as well. Like we can't deny that he was horrible as well. So, but me, oh, in my own opinion, Man United should go after Nagelsmann if they can, or if they can't, Xavi. I don't know how realistic Xavi will be. Nagelsmann, why do I say so? He has the Man United DNA. You know how they always talk about how the United DNA is rock and roll football, kind of like a club kind of style. That's the kind of style that Nagelsmann plays. He gets the best out of his attackers, kind of like Flick, but not as kamikaze. So maybe it might even work better. And then with Nagelsmann, at least you're going to get great football. You're going to platform your best players better. Your attackers will flourish better. Like everything is just going to be better with Nagelsmann as the manager. So it is possible to get Nagelsmann away from Germany if it's possible. Nagelsmann will be my number one pick. I feel like every club that are looking for managers, Nagelsmann should be your number one pick in my opinion. He should be your number one pick in my opinion. He I think he's the best. There is the two-chair route which I think will happen. So now that what in my opinion, if I was making the decisions for United, I would go Nagelsmann. If I'm making decision for United, I will go Nagelsmann, in my opinion. I just feel like he is a better fit tactically. But would Nagelsmann want to take the job? That's another thing. Because United under Ineos is kind of like Chelsea under Clearlake or Bluco, where they want to run everything and they just want someone that will coach the team. I don't know how many top managers in world football will want to do that. If I'm being honest with you, I don't know how many top managers in world football would want to do that. So they are kind of, because I know that Tuchel is like left to Sargent, you would have hired Tuchel, and Tuchel rejected them because he wanted to have a break after the Bayern job. right? So, and I suspect that after the World Cup, Tuchel will be free. Tuchel will be available. He will be there. If Tuchel is available right now, they go for Tuchel. If Tuchel is available right now, Ineos goes for Tuchel. That's just the truth. So I think so now there are two things, right? What I would advise is Nagelsmann, but what I think they will do is Tuchel. But in the interim, I think they are going for Ole. I think Ole is going to. I think Ole is going to be the manager. I know I saw a report. If you go on to my Twitter right now, I know I saw a report from Fabrizio on social. Coming. You can see Social. This is 22 hours ago. Social has shown interest in taking the Man United job as as caretaker manager until the end of the season. So I can see that Social wants the job. I can see now as of an hour ago, United and Social have advanced in their talks. So yeah, I think Social is coming. No issues on contract length. Ole is ready to say yes. So you can see that Ole wants the job. So Ineos, I think that's what they are going to do. In my opinion, I think that that's what they are going to end up doing. Is that the right choice? I think United fans have an affinity to Solskjaer, all kind of stuff. So I think it might be easier that way. I think it might be, but we'll see, Sha. We'll see. Honestly, we'll see. Uh, but yeah, I think it's Solskjaer. I think it's Solskjaer. And oh, the guy that mentioned Ten Hag. Ooh, this is breaking news. This is breaking news. Breaking news. Bomba. Fabrizio Bomba on full time live. For our Mr. that mentioned Ten Hag, I don't know if he's still available. I don't know if he's still on the live. But Eric Ten Hag has been appointed new technical director at 20. So the Ten Hag side is gone in it. So yeah, United moving forward. If the decision maker asks me, this is what I would do. I'll hire for the vibes, social at the end of the season for the vibes. Then when we get to the summer, after the World Cup, I'll find a way to persuade Nagelsmann and give him all he wants to be manager. That's the manager on the market that I feel like can do amazing things. In my opinion. You don't need time to bed in, you don't need time. He's just a great manager. He has worked the project before, his project hype. He watched the big club before with Bayern Munich. He has all the tools. Like he's not either or. He's not a project manager like Ten Hag, like what's his name, like Amorim, and he's not just a big club guy like Mourinho and all kind of stuff that might be washed. He's kind of in the middle, and I feel when it comes to coaching, I feel like he is one of the best in the market, one of the very best in the market. But yeah, that's my advice to United, and that is my solution. But I feel like knowing Ineos, I feel like they will go for Tuchel. I feel like they'll go for Tuchel. Tuchel is a back three manager, right? So that might fit in with the ethos, with how they beat their squad. They beat their squad for a back three manager. They kind of beat the score for the back to manager. So can fit even if like they don't. You know what? United problems are crazy, man. United problems are crazy. So yeah, that's it on the United segment, at least for now. Uh, let's talk about Osimhen. Victor Osimhen. Hmm. I saw the video. Again, like I said earlier, I didn't watch the game. I slept off during the game. So I came online. I saw that Nigeria won 4-0. I saw the goal scorers. I was like, wow. I saw that Osimhen got sucked earlier than usual. So I was like, maybe they arrested him. So it was 3-0 at that point or something like that. So maybe they're arresting him. They have a lot of games. The game is wrapped up. And then I come online and I see that clip. What in God's name was happening there? What in God's name was happening there? What on earth was that all about? I understand the frustration of a striker not receiving the ball when he wants to receive the ball. I understand that, right? I really do. But there's a difference between, when you're watching games, right? Strikers want the ball, he's like punching towards, he doesn't get it, he's like, bah. Next thing he runs back, right? He jogs back, or he runs to his position and continues play. Why are you talking to your teammate like that? There are so many offenses that were committed in all of that. So many atrocities that were committed. So many. So many acts of monstrosities that were committed in all of that. What do you mean that you are going to talk to your teammates like that on the pitch? Your captain tried to like calm you down a bit and you strode off his hand. Give that of that no make me not you, no make me not you about a year ago now or 2 years ago. Who on earth do you think you are? People are, and we'll get to that later where like Nigerians are weird, right? Like I always have this thing that I like to say. You can commit the most heinous crimes on earth, and there's a Nigerian somewhere ready to defend you. Like that's a saying that I have always believed. Like there is always a Nigerian for you. No matter who you are, there's always a Nigerian to defend you. But the amount of people, high people, like people in high places, defending Osimhen and this monstrosity, it's bewildering to me. It is bewildering to me. So I thought that after seeing that video, I'll just see everybody collectively saying this is rubbish, do better, apologize. You telling me that there are people out here that are defending this guy? That's how you guys enabled him to the point where he's 27 playing in Turkey. He was available for 2 summers in a row. No club of note wanted to take the punt on him. You know why? Because 2 years ago, he was caught on live threatening to headbutt one of his mates and threatening to punch or abusing the national team coach. So many times during the qualifiers, there was a time where after the game that they drew and was partying at his teammates, everybody were like, he has passion and passion. I am passion for when people lose and teammates are playing rubbish. I hear it. Passion for this, you are 3 goals up, you scored 2. The best player of the team so far in this tournament has been Lookman. 7 GA that he's had. 7 GA that he's had in this tournament. I think he scored more goals than him. If my math is correct, I think he scored more goals than him or something like that. But and okay, I think they have the amount of goals and he has 4 assists. Most chances created, most big chances created. He's arguably been the best player in the entire tournament. Lookman. The last AFCON, Lookman was also Nigeria's best player. Osimhen did fuck all last AFCON. He did fuck all last AFCON. He was bad, like genuinely, he was awful last AFCON. This AFCON, he's been better. Now he's firing at his teammates for what? And then the top matters off. I'm seeing niggas defend this guy online. Combo and the rest defending this guy. I saved the video that like pissed me off. There was this video that I saw, right? And then I was like, nah. That we do. I saw a video, right? Now, let's look at this monstrosity that this person is saying here. Look at the absolute monstrosity that this person is talking about here. I saw this video and I was perplexed. I was sad that somebody would think like this. I want to confirm the audio.
Victor Osimhen is a very, very passionate footballer, a very, very passionate player. He wears his emotion on his sleeve. He does not hide it. If he
First of all, what does him be? Please confirm if you can hear what I just played. Please just confirm if you can hear it. But what does he being a passionate player have to do with anything? Not a single soul cares. That is the honest truth. Not a single soul cares. That has nothing to do with what happened yesterday. Just putting that out there.
If he's not happy about something, you will know. If he's happy, you will know. Everybody knows that Osimhen is the soul of this team. As far as I'm concerned, Osimhen is the most passionate Super Eagles footballer. Yes, sometimes, he can
10 seconds in and he has made no point. 10 seconds into this video, he has made 0 points whatsoever. Talking about passion for 30 seconds.
display some overzealous nature in trying to display passion. But I saw the clip, and what he was complaining about was the fact that this is a team game. If you see that I'm open, I'm in a better position, pass the ball to me. Right? Lukman was not telling him, oh, bros, you don't score 2 goals now. That's not the way to respond.
You see, one thing I hate about manipulators, right? One thing I hate about manipulators is the fact that they always try to make everything about your reaction. It's not about what happened. It's not about the fact that you pour hot on my face. It's about the fact that I slapped you in return. It's not about the fact that what you must have said to me. It's about the fact that I had the audacity to respond to you. Not a single soul, even all the people that have been defending this guy, have used this Lukman passion statement, Lukman statement um, about you scored 2 goals against him. He's failing to do that. Why? Because he's a manipulator, especially when it comes to football talks. I remember during the Yamal time, I was watching him fool around on social media, trying to bring down an 18-year-old carrying the club that he supposedly loves. That's what he does. He likes to manipulate situations and make things that don't exist to exist just to defend the point. What does Lukman telling Osimhen that he has scored 2 goals have to do with any of this? It has nothing to do with any of this.
Lukman was not telling him, oh, bros, you don't score 2 goals now. That's not the way to respond. Right? That is not the proper response. It's a team game. Find the best player. Find the best man. Osimhen does the same thing too. If Osimhen is on the charge to score a goal and he sees a player in a better position, he will pass the ball. Osimhen is the leader of this team. Let us not forget it. No, because I know him here, armband. He is the leader of this team. Let us not begin to now criticize him.
By the way, side note, Osimhen is too much of an emotional wreck to be considered the leader of this team.
Displaying passion. That's his nature. Victor Osimhen will love you, and I know that the players understand that that's how you display your passion on the pitch. All these things will be sorted out. Let us focus our energy on the wonderful 4-0 win and leave negativity tonight. There is no room for any form of negative energy tonight. Tonight is about the fact that Nigeria defeated Mozambique 4-0.
I agree with that, but the Osimhen that is defending was the one that made it. Honestly, like this is why our country is bad. The Greenwood stuff, I have my opinions on that, man. Because I don't know how people are defending that boy. Once you like someone, it feels like, honestly, like, all of them are this. Like his point is so bad. It's such a bad point to make. It is such a bad point to make. And the part about this thing that he actually left the pitch. He demanded to be subbed, and he left the pitch. What on God's name is that? I like this guy, Adika. I like this guy.
Nigerians, when you see the truth, say the truth. We all claim that we want a better Nigeria, but our reactions to situations like this tells me that we are very far from it. Yesterday, Victor Osimhen did something that was extremely wrong. I called him out on it. I cautioned him, and I'm seeing people in my comment section, as always, Nigerians excusing bad behavior, telling me it is passion. What nonsense passion? Passion does not give any player the license to disrespect his fellow teammates. It's a lie. No. Passion does not give any player the license to move his captain's hand away when he's trying to calm him down and de-escalate a situation between two teammates as the leader of the team. Passion does not give any player the license to stop working for the team when things do not go his way. Osimhen started strolling on the team. I do not know whether he went injured. But after that, passion, again, does not give anybody the license to ask the coach to substitute him. It is wrong. And the worst of all, for these people's passion, passion does not give any player the right to disrespect his fans. Because that's how I felt. Osimhen is the #1 chanted player for Nigeria. I was in the stadium for Nigeria's opening game. Lookman will do something, they will chant Osimhen. Chukwueze will do something, they will chant Osimhen. He was the one they wanted. He was getting substituted that game. We were chanting Osimhen, Osimhen. The videos are there. For you to now not go to the fans and clap and wave all of them after everything that happened on the pitch is blatant disrespect. I can understand in the heat of the moment. You and Lookman might have just, it's normal. That thing happens a lot. Players para for each other. It happens. After that, you had at least 20 minutes to sit on the bench and calm down. My brother, match finished. You walked out of the stadium directly without going to thank your fans that spent millions to fly to that stadium, to come to Morocco, to come to that fest and celebrate you. You not go there and clap for them and thank them. It is wrong. Doesn't matter how much you think you love a player, what Osimhen did was wrong. For you to now come and be telling me in my comment section, Osimhen should never change. Osimhen should never this. Osimhen should never that. They are trying to kill his spirit. As how? Why do we excuse bad behavior this much in Nigeria? Why? Is Lookman not passionate about Nigerian football? Is Iwobi not passionate? Everybody's passionate about this thing. For crying out loud, the player that we were having the scoreboard with yesterday, he has assisted all your goals at AFCON. We were 3 goals up. We were coasting in that game. The Lookman was even saying he still assisted another player, Akko Adams. It's still him that assisted him. Onyemaechi and Lookman were wrong for not passing to you. I agree. But do not react like that. It is not acceptable. This is a team sport. It is not. And you coming out to say the truth about Osimhen doing this thing yesterday, it does not change the fact that you love him. When you love somebody, you correct them. Me that I'm doing this thing, I love Osimhen past somebody that is not telling him the truth now. This is the best for your career growth. You can't treat teammates like this. It's wrong. I hope that an apology has been issued. We were all there yesterday. We all watched the game. No, we were playing as a beautiful.
This prick.
Victor Osimhen is a very, very passionate footballer. A very, very passionate player. He wears his emotion on his sleeve.
The difference in IQ is like this.
He does not hide it. If he's not happy about something, you will know. If he's happy, you will know. Everybody knows that Osimhen is the soul of this team. As far as I'm concerned, Osimhen is the most passionate Super Eagles footballer. Yes, sometimes, he can display some overzealous nature in trying to display passion.
I saw this, right? And I don't know how true it is, but if it's true that he has said he's done, if it's true that he actually said he's done, then wow, I have no words.
Let's hear what you don't do, abeg. You don't do. Victor Osimhen this, Victor Osimhen that. Let's hear what you don't do, abeg. You don't do. And wetin happen? The criticism is now too much. Like say you never do anything for Nigeria. Like say you not even dey important.
This is a typical Nigerian, by the way. Unable to think in multiple parallels. Is it that A or B? Is it that I love pounded yam does that mean you hate amala? That's like typical Nigerian. Look at what this one is saying here. Look at what this one
Will
is
it be the
saying here.
Victor Osimhen this, Victor Osimhen that? Let's hear word. You don't do abeg. You don't do. And wetin happen? The criticism is now too much. Like say you never do anything for Nigeria. Like say you no even dey important. Will it be the first big player to fight against his teammates on the pitch? Even this season, Gueye and this guy and King, they fought on the pitch, and the thing don't even go far like this at all. Now be the problem. Now why Eric Charlie shut down all the journalists? Now be the problem. Let these players focus. They go settle Osimhen, and I'm not trying to justify his actions. And there's nothing like Nigeria was 2 goals up, this, that. Osimhen has scored 2 goals. Look, man, there's nothing like that in football, nothing like that. Look at the game against Tunisia. We almost bottled it. Now normal reaction from player. Say, look, man, for a pass ball, now they mad pass ball. There's nothing like you don't assist before you don't score. Nothing like too much goals or too much assists in football. Now normal reaction when say they go settle him after match. Some of them are get mind though. Osimhen don't follow on our play go. On they call Osimhen idiots. Hey guy. Hey. No wala sha. No wala. Everywhere good. Hopefully Nigeria wins the AFCON. I'm gonna be making more videos like this year.
Look how it is. No way, man. No freaking way he just said that. No freaking way he just said that. No freaking way, man. And I saw that Kumbo posted another video, which
Sure.
will not make sense as usual. Okay, I think this was it. I think this was it.
Today I'm going for a friend's traditional marriage, so I will not be active. Let me just make this video. I know that the video is going to be quite long, but this is a message to Victor Osimhen. Victor Osimhen, Babami, do not change for anybody. Continue to do you, continue to be yourself. Right? We understand your intentions. We know your intentions for the team is not bad. Right? What happened yesterday? We know that you did not want to intentionally disrespect Ademola Lookman. This is what strikers do. Strikers get frustrated when they don't get passes to score goals. It's a normal thing. And personally, I want to see my striker, even after scoring 2 goals, I want to see my striker get angry that he did not get a pass. Right? I want to see a passionate striker on the pitch. The same Nigerians who are asking you to change are the same people who will complain and say, oh, this guy does not have passion for the team. He does not have energy for the team. He's not interested in the team's success. Now, we have seen somebody that is 100% interested in the team's success and is 100% passionate about the team. And we are telling him change. I don't judge people by their actions only. I judge them by their actions and their intentions. And everybody knows that Victor Osimhen does not have any problems with Ademola Lookman. It's a normal football scenario. I want to say a very, very big thank you to Ndidi for the response he gave, towards the actions that Victor Osimhen displayed on the pitch.
Play with Victor Osimhen and Ademola Lookman. What's your take on it? It's a very competitive attitude, which I like because we want more. We're going for more. Yes, we.
Look at this one. Where is this one? This one. No fit ever in this one. No fit ever dey consistent on anything in his life. This is just less than 2 months ago. The same person. Less than 2 months ago, the same person. Send to ask what the Osimhen do. I don't know if I can pull up that video without getting copyright. Are you asking what the Osimhen do? Let me just get you right. This one, passion on the soul of the game. Because in the collect money, all of them are the same thing. All of them are the same thing. Honestly, all in all, it was just absolutely embarrassing for Muslim. It was embarrassing for Muslim. Like everything about it was embarrassing. And hopefully the team can put all of this behind them. Hopefully they can. Hopefully they can put all of this behind them because they need to go and win the tournament. They have Algeria to face next, and really they have to find a way to win that game. The Algeria game will be played on the. Let me get my. Let me get the Algeria game. Try to get when the Algeria game will be played. January 10th, 5 p.m. Ooh, January 10th. Please let that be Saturday because I might not be. If it's 5 p.m., I'll still be at work. Saturday, thank God. January 10th, Saturday, I'll be there. I'll be there. Hopefully, you guys turn up as well for that one. Anyways, we are done with the Osimhen segment. If you missed it, you can rewind. I'll upload it as a video later on. Next, we are gonna talk about Chelsea. Now, one thing that seems to be missing, that Chelsea fans seem to be missing, is the fact that. Come, let me pull up Footmob sharp sharp. Chelsea fans seem to be missing the fact that they and United are on the same point. The same way United are very, very close to having a rubbish season, in the same way Chelsea are also very, very close to having a rubbish season. It's the exact same way. Because now, I want to pull up the table right now. And you can see Chelsea and United have the same amount of points. But Chelsea have like a superior goal difference. Chelsea have a superior goal difference, but that's it. Honestly, that's it. Chelsea, things are looking funny. Things are looking very, 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 very funny for Chelsea. Because with Liam Rosino, I saw that Liam Rosino signed a 6-year contract. Liam Rosino signed a 6-year contract. It's peak, man. It's peak. It is honest. Ah! It's peak. Oi, 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 oi. Let's look at their fixtures. Let's look at their fixtures. Let us look at their fixtures. They have Fulham tomorrow. In typical Chelsea fashion, I'm not even sure they win this game. But they should be Charleston. The Arsenal game will be tough. Let me see, it's pulling up here. Arsenal game will be tough. They have Brentford at home. Then they have Champions League performance. They should be fine with that. They have Palace. Oi, it might be long, you know. They have Napoli away. Napoli away. Then you have West Ham, they have Arsenal, okay, second leg. They have good fixtures, oh. They do. Like, they really have good fixtures. They really do. But Chelsea is just, they are just in a really, really big mess right now. Like, they are in a really, really big mess right now. Let's go back to X. They're in a really big mess right now. Let's, Chelsea are in a really big mess right now, honestly. Because everything about them just feels. And I'm not going to Strasbourg, they hired Gary O'Neill. So that means that going by how Chelsea operates under Blue Coat, Gary O'Neill might be the next manager, maybe next year. Because Liam Rosenau, I'm not sure he's going to last that long. I really am sure it's going to last that long, to be honest. Oh, oui. Okay. I remember the other segment where I talked about potential managers. I didn't factor in this news. Luis Enrique is not extending his contract. United, ring that phone. Ring that phone immediately. United, ring that phone immediately. They can like they genuinely cannot afford to fumble this. They can't afford to fumble it. They can't afford to fumble this. Algeria won it in the 118th minute. This is interesting, right? Because this might mean that in case Rosetta does not do well, O'Neil, Gary O'Neil might be the next manager for Chelsea, which is interesting. Honestly, it is interesting. Okay, okay. What do I think about Rosino? Well, honestly, like I don't know, right? I don't even know what to expect from Rosino. Matisse is killing me, man. I and I think he was a pundit on Sky Sport as well, because that face looks familiar. Liam Rosino's Hull defeated Enzo Maresca's Leicester 1-0 in championship. The lap scored the winner. Ooh, football can be scripted, right? Football can be crazily scripted sometimes. Football can be crazily scripted sometimes. Look at the events, and then now, interesting. Oh, is it interesting? Wow. I'm curious to see what happens with Chelsea though. This is like another Potter. It does. Oh, so he was a Brighton player.
If you understand the history of what he achieved here, I was a Manchester
Oh, okay. This is interesting. Interesting.
I have to say something. This is a big thing for me. My hero in life is Sir Alex Ferguson. If you understand the history of what he achieved here, I was a Manchester United fan from birth, when normally most people from London are Man United fans. So I walk up the stairs and I see all of the pictures at this stadium. It gives me goosebumps to be a manager here myself. So it's a big game for me, just in terms of that. Nothing to do with being back in the UK. Aberdeen is a huge club historically, and it's an absolute privilege to be able to manage here tomorrow night. I have to say something. This is a big thing for me. My hero in
Damn.
life is Sir Alex Ferguson.
So he's a United fan. Interesting. 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 Yeah, so this thing that he was complaining was speeding. That's weird. Anyways, any questions for me? Any questions? Any anything really? I'm available to answer. I am available to answer. All in all, it's just been a very chaotic 24 hours in football. It's been a very chaotic 24 hours in football. The whole Osimhen saga, the whole Osimhen saga, everything with Man United, Amorim. Amorim though, I haven't spoken on Amorim much. Amorim was not a good manager. I actually thought he'll be good, and that's the part that I have to take my L on that, right? Because I thought he'd be good. I really did. And then it just didn't work out in the end, honestly, because tactically he was not as good as I thought he would be, if I'm being honest. Like he wasn't. He was very rigid. The best managers are always adaptable. He was not adaptable. He didn't want to change anything for anything. He was just stuck up in his own ways. And even when the ways were not working, he was too arrogant to see that it weren't working. Like how can you be a FL licensed coach and you only know how to coach football one way? That's bad. That's bad. It really is bad. Honestly, like that is bad. You are a you ever be licensed, you have a whatever you ever licensed coach, and you can only coach football one way. And then you saw earlier on that that way was not suitable to that league, not suitable to the players that were in that team, and nothing in you thought to change it because your ego could not allow you to change it, and it works. It was also funny because he changed it against Newcastle, and although they didn't play very well in that second half, they won. The following game, he changed it back to a back three against Wolves, and they couldn't win. Like that was where, like, okay, bro, like you have to be trained at this point. Like you really do, you have to be trained at this point. So honestly, um, it is what it is, man. Honestly, it is what it is. Amorim. Where does he go from here? I don't know. He had like a £10 million cash out, 10 million last cash out, so he's rich. Where does he go from here? United fans always talk about how they've been hiring and firing a lot of managers. First of all, in my opinion, they've not hired and fired enough. I don't think they've hired and fired enough managers. Like, if football would have moved beyond having one manager for long, like the only teams that have managers for long right now are Man City and Arsenal. Arsenal manager has been there for like half the time that Guardiola was there. And Guardiola have been there for 10 years now because he's arguably the greatest ever manager. Arteta has been there for 5, 6 years now because he's proven to be good enough and he's proven to be for Arsenal's ambition. Like if Arsenal were more ambitious, they would have fired him. So Arteta being there for that long does not say anything much. Who again? Bayern, Barca, Madrid, Juve, AC, Inter, name it. Even the Prem himself, Chelsea. Okay, Liverpool had the banjo for about 9 years as well in club, club. And our slot might not even last 2 years. So hiring and firing manager is a normal thing in football. Sir Alex Ferguson, even if you look at throughout football history, Sir Alex Ferguson is a freaking anomaly. Him and Arsene Wenger were anomalies. Football managers don't last long at clubs. Even if you look at the Boss B babes, supposed to not last very, very long like that at Man United. If you look at Ergo Sacchi at AC Milan, arguably one of the greatest ever managers, he didn't last very long at AC Milan. They fired him when he left when things were not going very well. So, like, the idea that a manager should be there for that long is Arsenal, in my opinion. It's not no. You hire and fire manager until you get them right. So, in my opinion, they've not hired and fired enough. And then the managers that they have been hiring have not been very, very good. That's the truth. The managers that they have been hiring have not been very, very good. And that's the truth. So, what do you mean? Like, if you look at the manager that Moyes, after Man United, what did he do? He, LVG was washed as at the point that United hired him, and his career after their shows. Mourinho was a big one, and you could argue that Mourinho was washed at that point as well. You could argue that he was washed at that point as well. You could argue that Mourinho was washed at that point that he was hired as well, because his career after United have not been good as well. Like after United, he went to Spurs. After Spurs, he went to Roma. He got fired in both jobs. He won the trophy for Roma, but then he was not very good at Roma. Now he's at he went to Fenerbahce, got fired. Now he's at Benfica, and he might get fired soon. I don't know. After Mourinho, Oli, he said about that the better. After Oli, Oli was really decent, but like he's not like Oli. After United, he failed, and that proved that he's not very good. Before he came to United, Ten Hag was highly cited after years. After United, his next job, he didn't last 3 weeks. He didn't last 2 match weeks. He got fired. I think they lost in preseason. They lost like 6-1. I can remember. They lost one on the something team. After 2 seconds of the season, the owners were like, "Yeah, nah, we ain't rocking with this shit. We ain't rocking with this shit," and they fired him. They brought in to now Amorim after United will not do well because United have not hired any good manager. Like, who is genuinely good? I suggested Nagelsmann earlier on. Nagelsmann have two things. He has the experience of being at a big club, one of the biggest clubs in the world at Bayern Munich, and he also is a young manager that has fresh ideas and wants to be attacking football. He ticks all those boxes. Mourinho was a manager with experience and trophy cabinets. About how a manager with experience and trophy cabinets, but their football has not adapted to modern times. Ten Hag, you can say his football was in modern football. I don't think so. But then he's not been experienced at the top level at a big club. Actually, a big club, yes, but in the modern day with pressure and everything. See, there are 4 clubs in world football that have the greatest pressure to work as a manager. 4 clubs: United, Real Madrid, Barca, and Bayern. You see those 4 clubs? You see those 4 clubs? If you don't have cojones, You cannot coach them. That's the truth. If you don't have balls, you can't coach them. And that's why I said if they cannot get Nagelsmann, they can't get Xavi. Because Xavi also have an experience of coaching at that kind of toxic club that was going down. Like after Messi left, Koeman was there, they were horrible, they were like 12th or so. He came, balance chip, won the league, promoted all these players that they are gassing, all this Balde, gave him his debut, Yamal, Kubasi, not mistaken, Gavi. I think Gavi was there before. But you get the point, right? Like he basically Flick is a better manager than Xavi, yes. Strategic has like taken the project even further, yes. But Xavi was one that started this project. So Xavi is like for me, they cannot get Nagelsmann to get Xavi. His football is not that bad as well. It's not as sweet, but it's not that bad as well. But most importantly, he knows how to handle I won't say he knows how to handle pressure, but like he has experience of handling it. Because his last season at Barcelona, he complained that the pressure was too much and he does not want to give. But like he handled it very well, especially in the first 2 seasons. So they haven't had any managers that tick those boxes. They haven't, and that's the truth. They haven't. When we always talk about how they behind, they have not hired good managers. To chill, I've never rated Tuchel that highly like that. I gassed him out at the point, but his Bayern stint was just bad. Oh, again, Enrique. Okay, Enrique. Enrique's contract is expiring in the summer, I think, and he has not renewed, so he might be going. If United are smart, they snap up that man immediately. That will, again, it ticks all the boxes. Good football. He likes good footballers. Has experience of dealing with toxic environments. At Barca and at PSG. See, I mentioned those four clubs, right? There are some clubs that are like tier two of toxicity in football management. You have your Juventus, AC Milan, Inter Milan, PSG. Tuchel, Xavi, Maresca, Nagelsmann. Not convinced by Glasner. I don't rate those kind of managers. Talks coming in saying he's looking for PL experience. If you're looking for PL experience, I'm going to go for Iraola or Nagels or Glasner. Glasner is still the back manager. Glasner is a three at the back manager. He plays with two tens. Glasner plays three at the back, one striker, R10, L10, wing backs, and two CMs. Yeah, I covered that earlier on the stream. I was scrolling through Twitter on the stream when I saw it. Let's come back. I was scrolling through Twitter on the stream and I caught it. Yeah, this is it. So the Ten Hag shout earlier on like null and void now. It is null and void now. So, yeah. So as I was saying, they need to get Maresca is better than Amorim. That's no question. Again, Amorim like was a good get. Maresca though will be dumb to go from Bluco to Ineos. It'd be dumb to go from Clear Lake to Ineos. That would be a dumb move. So I'm not sure Maresca. I saw that they were talking to Maresca, but if you're leaving because of what you left Chelsea for, I don't think you should go to Man United. So I'm not sure Maresca. Maresca is eyeing the City job anyway, so even if I feel like City should not go near him, might have for another day. So yeah, United, Tuchel, Xavi, Maresca, Nagelsmann. Nagelsmann would be my best pick. You cannot get Nagelsmann, get Xavi. Enrique is available though. I don't know if you've seen it. Abdullah Nachabi. Enrique is available. I'll go for Enrique in my opinion. I would. He's better than all of these managers. He's better than all these managers. He loves working with youths. He likes good players. Again, as a manager, like if you are so that's why like I won't I'm not the best fan of Ateta. If you are like high on athlete physicality, I can't rate it that much as a manager, man. I like managers. I like good players, like Pep, Flick, Nagelsmann, Enrique. Managers that just want good footballers. Play football for me. Hoops, real hoops. Managers that want real hoops. Those are the kind of people that I want. Those are the kind of people I want. Like I love managers that like real hoops. So if I'm hiring, I always go for managers that like real hoops. But then if you want player experience, Iraola or Glasner, I feel like Iraola and wary with three at the back managers. Funny enough, when I play games, when I'm playing FIFA, if I'm playing career mode on EFC, if I'm playing PES, if I'm playing FM, I always play three at the back. But me, when I play three at the back, I play three at so the way I play three at the back cannot work in real life, right? Because I play three centre backs, I play the double pivots in one of them, and then I play a front three. So you have a striker, left winger, right winger, right? You have a striker, left winger, right winger, and then I play two cams. I don't play wing backs. So now that way it can work in games that way, it can work in real life. It can work in real life. So yeah. But it's what it is with that, man. United are in a mess. I think they're gonna get only to the end of the season and they will look for I feel like teacher. Enrique, I saw the report now. Let me show you. He refused to extend his contract because he wants a new challenge in the summer. It's available. It's available. It's supposed to United fans gassing Enrique like Enrique has never succeeded anywhere without good talent or top 0.1% squad technical levels. Nothing about his coaching points success to United. This guy is hit or miss sometimes, man. Yeah, the talent that United is not anywhere close to the PSG talent. I agree with that. He makes a decent point here, though. He makes a decent point here, though. But still, you need the best players. Mm, managers that achieve success with inferior talent are more likely to translate than the ones with super teams. Not talking about Glasner, but someone like a Klopp at Mainz before his success. This is a dumb way of looking at things. Your coaching has to be scalable. Decent point again, but man, if I need manager is there, you have to take it. You just have to like. For me, I always believe that if the best is available, take it. We'll figure out the rest later. When if Nagelsmann, Enrique, and Tuchel join the league, damn man. I feel like they are that dumb because their project model is similar. Honestly, I feel like they are that dumb. Their project model is very, very similar. Because I'm not sure that they will get this coach though. Again, they will hire what's his name? They will hire what's his name? Only to the end of the season. Once they hire Oli to the end of the season, they will go after I think Tuchel. Tuchel can do try the back, four at the back. It depends on what the squad has. But Tuchel is a good manager. He's a good manager. But Amorim, see, the only good part I would say about Amorim is that he didn't take the squad backwards. So now, the squad was massively underperforming, yes, but he left a better squad than Ten Hag. That squad that Ten Hag left was bad. Like, the squad that Ten Hag left after bringing all those his boys from SCG, the squad that he left for the next manager was bad. Like, that was a horrible squad. So, that's like the only good part about it, yeah. So now they have a better squad. Like, uh, that front line and midfield, I feel like they just buy a good DM, but you ended up crying out for a DM for since Carrick. So, but then you can get a good DM to pair with Bruno and Maino. If they can sell Bruno, because I remember that Bruno interview, so Bruno might be gone this summer. If they sell Bruno, they buy a Wharton. Oh shit, they have a Wharton minor midfield and a DM. There's not enough creativity in the midfield. There's not enough spark in the midfield. And the creativity now have to come from it depends. They want to play with like a midfield three. So you have your DM and your CM. Or do they want to play with so let's do a fun thing right now. Let me go for a squad builder. Let me do squad builder. Let me do squad builder. So let's try and map out a potential United team here. And then United like 11, in my opinion. Okay. So in goal, obviously, Lamens. If you can build on him, fine, but Lames. A back four. I feel like they need to go after fullbacks. I don't rate Dalo. I don't rate Mazuri like that. I don't rate Dog. Dog is raw, right? So he's fine at left back. I feel like Dog will be a good left back. For right back, you need to sort that out. So let's say for right back, let's just say Dalo. Because why not at this point? Then you have Dogo at left back. Center back pairing. Ooh. Ooh. I was gonna say Euro and Heaven, but that's a bad CP pairing in real life. So I'll say Heaven. Heaven, I think is currently better. And Delete. I think that's a good back four. So the midfield now, I was thinking, right? Because if you say you want to get a Watson, Maino, and Baleba midfield, this is a good midfield three. The only slight issue is that if you are running with a midfield three like this, you need a lot of creativity up front. If you are running with a midfield three like this, you need a lot of creativity up front. Let me just X. So if you are running with a midfield three like this, you need creativity up front. And I feel like up front, what do you do? So what you can do is to have Ahmad here. You have Cunha here. Mbeumo here. So what you can, oh shit. See, they have Ahmad and Mbeumo. Put them on left footed, so that's the problem, right? Because if you go out to a back three, how do you fit two of them in the same team? Mbeumo works in the front two, so maybe you can do something like you can do something like this. It's a young midfield. Where Meno is more attacking. Meno is more attacking here. Mbeumo, mm, Cunha, you know what? Cunha have to eat bench. Cunha have to eat bench. But this is not a good enough front line. Having good players is not a bad thing. So you know what? I'm going to do this. Mbemo has good threats. But I'm not sure Mbemo playing as a 10 is good as a team. On the left, I feel like they still have to go and get the left winger. But let's just put Cunha there for now. So this front three is like a free roll thing. Yeah. This front three is a free roll thing. And if it is a free roll thing, I'm not sure about this team, innit? I feel like they need more creativity. What are you going to create? Cunha is not creating. Ahmad is a decent creator. Ahmad is a decent creator at best. Mbemo is a good shooter, decent, okay creator at best as well. So it'll be interesting. Well, I'm not a manager. As for the Chelsea,